And there it is. Look at that. We're live.
We are.
Aren't we live?
Yes, we are.
All right. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. RC Basher Boy here. Welcome to Saturday Night RC Live. And we have hosting here John Higgins, JMHRC. He's my host for today.
Good evening, everyone.
And I'm pretty sure you already read the title. So tonight, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and interview JMHRC. The reason why I want to interview him is just to meet him, get to know him a little better, and just for me to actually give him a proper introduction to the Saturday Night Lives. Okay. I know most of my audience, they're probably wondering, so who's hosting on a Saturday, right? And and mostly JMHRC has been hosting lately. Why? Because I just been so busy with work. And all in all, again, the reason why I just want to interview him so you guys can actually meet him, much better. And so yeah, and then also you can, subscribe to his channel and, all of that good stuff. So let's see. Yeah, Kevin Gibbs says, "Good evening, Gabe." Hello, my friend. Welcome.
Good evening, Kevin.
And then Jack says, "Let me get this right. A bet spread going on to interview." Yes. Oh yeah.
And there might be something, I might be wrong, but there could be something behind that shirt, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yes. And, people are just coming into our live. So there is an RC, under that shirt. So also, if you guys want to guess what's under the shirt, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, let's see if you guys can crack this one. And I gotta say, it's actually, I'm even thinking about it. I have no idea how to even approach it. It is now it's more of a rare side RC, but yeah, it's there. So
Good evening, Green Frog. Welcome.
RC Dennis, hey, good evening, welcome. And then good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Kagan. Welcome. So yeah, man. Do you have maybe a I don't know, I guess a hint, your own, to know what it is there, John?
What's under the shirt?
Yeah.
I have no clue. No clue what's under the shirt. Yeah, I have not one clue whatsoever.
Okay. And then of course, this shirt, Axiomatic RC. You guys don't know who he is, I highly suggest you to go check him out. He did post a couple of weeks ago that, he's actually making a sort of comeback to YouTube. I think the last video that he did, probably was like about a few months ago. But oh man, that is actually a great channel. He used to upload daily, and I would just remember that he would never fail, uploading daily. He would actually upload on my time, mountain time, like around 7, 8 o'clock my time in the morning.
That's a lot of work to upload daily.
Yeah, and he would do it, and it was actually very interesting because, one day he'll be out bashing, another day he'll be out crawling, another day he will be out flying his drone, or sometimes he's just working on the workbench. And the guy's quite funny, actually, and it was very, very entertaining. So to me, as a Axiomatic RC fan, I just decided to use his shirt, to do the RC unveiling for tonight. So yeah, and then again, if you haven't checked out Axiomatic RC, go ahead and do so.
I like it.
So,
and since we have people on, I know I've already showed you, but I'd like to show everybody else that what I received this week.
Yes.
From RC Basher Boy, we're doing a sticker trade. So The ones he sent me came in this week. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Hey, glad
And
you're enjoying them.
I'll be adding to my sticker board. I'll put that in a video.
Sweet, man. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, and actually, I'm very surprised that it got there pretty fast, huh?
Yeah, they did. Came real quick.
So yeah, so look, Kagan is saying, he says, "Evening, my fellow Shad dwellers. It's actually Axiomatic Productions now, I believe. Yes, my apologies. Yes, it is Axiomatic Productions. He actually
And
did mention,
further down, he says your shirt is a collector's item now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right? Yeah, because it used to be just Axiomatic RC. So, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there is an RC under that shirt. Anybody want to take a wild guess to see what's under there? It could be a Losi, it could be an Axial, it could be a Dromeda, Team Associated, Kyosho. Take your pick.
Somebody guessed Vatera earlier. I've seen it in the chat. I forgot who it was.
Oh yeah, cool, cool. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Green Frog. He said Vatera.
Jesus, man. I'm not gonna respond to that. I'm not gonna
I'm
say
gonna
yes or
say
no.
good guess. Say a
Yeah,
good guess.
you know. So let me see. Oh, I wanted to highlight this. Jack, he says I showed his stickers on my live stream yesterday. He was nobody. Honestly, Jack, I didn't get any notification from you. I don't know if you went live yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure, but I didn't get any notification.
Neither did
So
I.
yeah, my apologies, man. And I do have the bell hit. So I don't know what's going on. I'll just go ahead and once we end here, I'll go ahead and re-hit the bell, and hopefully I get notifications, man. I didn't know you were going live yesterday. So yeah, my apologies. And if you did, man, you showed my stickers. I highly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So let's see here.
I'd also like to put out there for anybody that would want stickers for my channel, JMHRC. If you reach out to me, send me an email. My contact info is in all my videos. I gladly send out stickers. I have some. That's why me and RC Bachelor Board are trading stickers. So
Yeah, of course. And with me, I'm also gonna start giving out stickers. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a redesign. I'm not sure, or just make new of the old ones. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just haven't decided yet. But once I'm good to go, I'll let you guys know. When to ask if you guys want stickers and all. So then we have Brandon Tibley in the house. Hey, hey, good evening. Brian Marks, good evening, my friend.
Jack, I will send to Australia. I'll do it. Reach out to me. I'll get you some stickers.
Sweet, see, there you go. So Kevin Gibbs and RC Reactivated Jack saying, if you want, send them some stickers. So, I guess I'll tell you this, okay? So it is from Horizon Hobby. Okay, let's just knock that out of the park. I mean, it is from Horizon Hobby. Okay, so somebody said the company Vatera. I'm not gonna respond to that. Losi is also from Vatera. From Vatera, I'm sorry, from Horizon Hobby. Axial is from Horizon Hobby. Arm is from Horizon Hobby. So, what do you think it is, ladies and gentlemen? We need to crack this, what's under the shirt before we start, the actual interview here. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what's under this shirt. Is it a Team Associated 10-3 short course truck? Is it an Arma Notorious? Is it an Arma Mojave? Oh, look at that. It's a green Suburban. I'll tell you this. It is green. Okay. I'll give you that. It is green. It is not red.
So I have a question for you for that.
Sure, shoot.
Is it 110 scale?
And you know what? Jesus, I should have. I don't even know. Hold on. Give me a second. So many that I have, man. Let's see. Give me a second.
Because I
It
know Horizon's
is.
got some non, some that are not 110 scale.
Yeah, yeah. So according to Vatera, yes, it is a 110 scale.
So it is Vatera.
It is. Are you sure?
You just said it was.
No, I didn't know. I didn't answer it. I didn't actually said yes or no.
You just said per Vatera.
I did? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah, I'm actually. Jesus, man. And then it says Brandon Tim. By the sound of your voice, it's a Vatera.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say yes or no to that. And then Jack is saying the
Look at
heck you don't know. I don't.
look
No,
at green
no.
frogs.
Huh?
Look at green frogs. Um,
According. Oh, that's right, huh? Moron. I'm a moron. You know. Okay, so I just gave it away. Jesus. So it is a
but
Vatera.
but green frog did guess earlier.
He did? Yeah, no, I saw his
Yep.
yeah, yeah. So and then RC Dennis says we need more info on it. Uh Jesus, yeah, man. Look, and Kevin Gibbs says busted. Yes. I kinda gave it away. Oh my god. Oh wow. Barbecue Altar RC, good evening, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And
Evening.
then Green Vatera. It is a green well, I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? Because I know you can just go, and I'm sure you're just gonna shoot, their entire lineup until you guys can guess it. Um, let's see here. Green Frog RC says a Mustang. I'm not gonna say yes or no to that. Could it be? Because I do own it. It is. Yeah, it is the V100. Okay. So could it be? Is it the V100? It's not. Noise Fast RC. Hey man, good evening. Welcome, welcome. He says, "So is it the Suburban?" No, actually, the vehicle. Well, I don't own the Chevy Suburban, but I do own the '72 Chevy, the crawler. I know also the Suburban is also a crawler, but I got the yellow uh, '72 Chevy truck from Batera. So that was my guess. The Bullet Mustang. I'm not gonna say yes or no to that. You guys gonna have to keep guessing. I'm you know once I see, well, if I say this, I'm just even gonna give it away. But I don't know. Maybe it is a Bullet Mustang. I'm not gonna say a yes or no answer, right? We can't do that. Right? No, you know, it's the ass sender. No, and well, I'll tell you this. No, it is not an ascender. I'll give you that. Let's see here. So
Brian says the V100.
yeah, that's the on-road chassis. The on-road chassis, and also I know they made the '72 Chevy truck, the Mustang, the K&N, like they kind of sponsor K&N, with the Drift Mustang, Nissan Silvia, top of my head, okay. Um, the Chevy Camaro, uh, so you know, but okay, let's just narrow it down a little more, okay. ladies and gentlemen, it is not an on-road. Okay, it is not.
Oh,
No, it is
interesting.
not. RC
So
Voodoo,
then
hey
it's
man, good evening.
then my guess is the '72 Chevy Suburban.
No, it's not an Ascender. I said
Oh, okay.
that. Look at RC Dennis. He says, "Is it the Raminator?" No, actually, I would have to contact Axial. If you want me to showcase that, I'm gonna need a couple of XL shirts to cover a Raminator. So, oh, and then also I missed it here. Where was it? Um, this one, Kevin Gibbs. Is it a Kalahari? The Kalahari is white, so technically it is not a Kalahari. 69 Camaro. It is not, like I said, it's not an on-road. So we'll uh-oh. I see the
Uh,
answer on chat already.
yeah. Well, I see two. Uh,
They also made the half orange short body honcho looking truck. Yes, that was the F100, I believe. That was actually the Bind and Drive edition. I don't know if it even came with a remote or what, but yeah, you know.
Good evening, RC
But no,
Voodoo.
it's it is not an Ascender. Like I can even, can you pronounce that? Sure. I I don't even know how to say that. Barbecue Altered RC says I need an Exomatic car cover.
Yep. And yeah, I think the answer just got posted again.
What, this one? You
Oh,
think that's it? No?
oh, yeah.
Huh. I'm not gonna say yes or no to that. I don't know. Is it a Twin Hammers? Is it Twin Hammers green?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the
It's
Twin
got some.
Hammers well enough.
I I gotta say, it's got some green on there. See, and then look there again. See, so you got a Twin Hammers, and then Barbecue says that's it. It's a Twin Hammer. Schro, what? I don't know what Green Frog's trying to say here. Schrodinger's.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not even gonna try that.
The Kimura. Oh, the Kimura's also the same as the Kalahari, but no. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I
Dennis
guess
just said something that's interesting.
so. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Ready for the unveiling?
Yeah.
Everybody there in the comment section, go ahead and do a drum roll, please. Here we go. Here we go. I need to see a pair of some drums there on the chat. As soon as I see that, this shirt is coming off. Oh my god. Did I just say that? That's what she said. Drum roll, come on. That emoji. Somebody put that emoji of the drum roll. Come on, come on. All right, ready?
Here we go. Oh, I got you one coming. There you go.
3. Oh, hold on. Let me do the. How do I do this again? There you go. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
Twin
Boom.
Hammer.
There it is. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the iconic Vatera Twin Hammers.
Is it
This
the
vehicle
first
was,
generation?
yes, well, yeah, no, yes, that is correct. That is correct. Yeah. So this thing, I'll tell you this, man. You know, when it barely came out, um, I had no interest on it whatsoever. I really didn't know how to categorize it. Still today, this is considered a rock racer, but you know, even if you put it to some obstacles, it's a unique car. Okay, that's all I can say. Um, but yeah, you know, I'm very happy to own this. Actually, this thing is mildly modified. You know, it's got the RC four-wheel drive diff casing. Uh, what is it? Hot Racing Links, and then in here I have a Tiken Rock censored brushless motor on there, and then this thing is equipped with the two-speed transmission.
Nice.
You know, it still works. Okay, this vehicle, when it was new at its time, this vehicle was highly notorious of the servo that changes. You know, the two-speed. Um, the servo would always burn, and I'm sure there were a lot of customers out there from Batera saying, "Hey, you know what? I want my money back. This and that, blah blah. This piece of junk." And believe it or not, I still hear a lot of negative comments, you know, about this car. But again, you know, I'm very happy to own one. And of course, you know, since it's truly devastating that Batera is no longer a company, well, hey, I now I guess I own a piece of history. So there
Yeah.
you go. And then over here, they're killing me on the chat, huh?
Yes, they are.
Bobby Can also see says, "I'm more interested in the new best friend, to be honest." Yeah, see, Gabe's grammar is working overtime, supplying him with new blankets. Yep. So, and then let's see, Gabe buying used RC now must have taken a pay cut. No, no, I bought this brand new. I've had this for years, man. I've had this since 2015, I'm assuming. So, yeah, no, I've had it for quite a while. Actually, I'll tell you what. If I know Jax is gonna be like, I haven't heard that in years. But if you go to my channel, okay, if you go to the first video I've ever uploaded, my honcho is actually pulling this. So yeah, if you guys ever want to check out that video, I just do a brief, you know, video of me towing this thing, you know, on the trailer. So yeah, and see, there you go. I got Jack's reaction right there.
It looks, I have to say, it looks pretty clean.
And yeah, I mean, this thing has been used, I would say maybe like 10, 15 times. You can see the, you know, the wear and tear here. You know, the decals are starting to peel. The undercarriage, you know, you see scrapes here and there. Have I broken anything? Uh, to my knowledge, I think no. No, I haven't. The only thing that I did upgrade, like I said, it's just the links, RC four-wheel drive, and then the metal. I think there were weights. You know, the what are these things called? The C hubs.
Mm,
Um, what else? Oh, and also Robinson Racing spur and pinion is also in there. And the two-speed transmission, I did went ahead and use Savox servo. You know, for the two-speed, it's a micro servo, tiny. Um, that's about it, man. You know, this thing hauls. You know, this thing is pretty cool.
nice.
So, yeah. So let's see here.
Look who's here.
Axio, what's up, man? That is correct, man. You know. So hopefully I caught your attention there. And no, your t-shirts don't become you know, RC covers. You know, I do use your shirt every now and then, you know. So, but yeah, I just, you know, decided to use your logo to do this little unveiling here. So, yeah, so there you go, Axiomatic RC. Well, Axiomatic Productions. I'm sorry. If you want to go check him out as well, you know, feel free to do so. Great content, and I don't really have to, you know, make much more of a introduction. I'm pretty sure most of you here know who Axiomatic is. Funny guy, gotta say, funny guy. And one of his iconic sayings that he used to do, and I wish he would do it more. Every from the beginning of every video, he would go, "Hey guys, welcome to the channel." And he said that he was no longer going to do that. So I'm a bit devastated, but it's okay, So so yeah. So let's see here. Daniel RC Voodoo, it's cool. Gabe still has a
Yeah,
pastor
you might have missed some of the other comments prior to, to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are killing me on the chat tonight.
Yes, they are. They are on it.
Hey James Swift, good evening. What's up, my friend?
Javier, good evening.
Gabe sleeps with access. How did you know, Javier? Good evening, Javier. Welcome, welcome. Oh man.
Great stuff
Oh
tonight.
wow, look at that. We have Particle Man in the house. Hey Particle, what's
Nice.
up, man?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
What's going on? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we will go ahead and proceed to our interview. Okay. And before we start, I just want to say, the reason why this interview is taking place is because I would love to do a proper introduction to JMHRC because he has been very, very helpful with, Saturday Night RC Life. Okay, the show that we do here every Saturday. And if you don't know, um, he pretty much comes in whenever I don't have the time, to actually host the live. And he literally asked me. Okay, he went ahead and said, "Hey, Gabriel, whenever you can host, I can host for you." And I said, "Yeah, man, I'm all for it. I don't mind." So so yeah, man, he just came in and he just started the live, but I still feel that he needs a proper introduction. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna put you at a showcase here really quick. JMHRC. So yes, so this is
Good
JMHRC,
evening, everyone.
fellow YouTuber, fellow friend. And so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and ask him a few questions here. And the first one, um, let's see here. We'll start with this one, man. So tell us a little about yourself. What do you do? What do you do for a living? And stuff like that. And proper introduction. So go ahead.
All right. So 43 years old. I work in the medical field. I'm an operations manager. We run lasers in the operating room. Going
Okay.
into this will be my 15th year this August that I've been doing this. So I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida, live technically in St. Augustine, and my territory runs through Mobile, New Orleans, and Jackson, Mississippi. So pretty big territory.
Oh wow.
Um,
So yeah, that's a big sector, man.
and so I love my job, love what I do, helping people. So it's awesome and challenging.
Sweet, man. Cool. So you're in the medical field, huh? That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay. So then, other than RC, what other hobbies do you have?
Cars.
Cars.
And
Okay.
11 Charlie, you're welcome. I had a blast out there, and I'll be putting a video together as well. I had a blast with you guys.
Sweet. Cool. Thank you for.
Um,
He says, JMH, awesome guys. Thank you for helping us with the veterans, John and Expotech. I know they, 11 Charlie and JMHRC, they met up. I'm not really sure what happened, but yeah.
Yeah, we met up at ExoCaged RC's Exoplex. They gave away, I think, 3 more RCs to veterans, and basically had a private crawl day for the veterans out at his backyard course. It was a good day. Weather held out. And we ate pizza and
Pizza.
had a good day crawling with the veterans. It was a great day.
You had me at pizza.
All right.
Cool, man. Awesome.
um, but other hobbies, cars. I've always been into cars.
101, right?
Um,
Real cars.
yes, real cars, one to ones. I know on a couple live streams I've showed a picture or two where my lately it's been off road racing. And actually, if it will let me share, I'll
Yeah,
share
of
this
course.
one picture real quick, just because I absolutely actually let me cancel that first. I actually love. I'm proud of this one. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Which one is it? Oh, I gotta change some things around here.
Oh, nice. Take your time. I think I've seen it. I think it's your vehicle airborne practically, right? And then
Yes.
and then I think in the background you kind of hear the honk from the Dukes of Hazzard, something like that. I don't know.
um, yeah, if you can,
Oh, I
I'm
think I have to
sharing
go
it.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
see.
click on it.
I
So,
see it. I see it. Sorry.
yeah. So that's me just a few weeks ago. Um, and when I hit the ground there, the airbag went off in my face, actually, but
Oh, you're serious?
I'm dead serious.
Ow.
Uh,
Yeah, man.
yes. Actually, I have a video. I didn't like it's on my channel, but I think you have to have a link to it. I didn't really publicize it, but I had an in-car video of that. Um, so so cars off road has been the most recent. Or not, yeah, off road has been the most recent. Me and my dad actually do this together. Um,
Oh, okay.
and
So it's a
I have a
father-son kind of deal.
yep, yep, it
Cool.
is. I think I got my love for cars, from my dad, my family. Um, so I have that car and that from that picture, and then I have actually another Cavalier. I have a thing for Cavaliers, unfortunately, um, and I have another one. It's 2001. It's that color blue. It's supercharged. I've drag raced it. I've car showed it, and most recently was doing road racing with it, basically. And then me and my dad were doing that together, actually.
Oh
And
yeah.
we took the car apart to upgrade it. Good evening, Sean's RC.
Hello, hello. That's
So,
awesome, man. So let me ask you, the Cavalier, is it
mhm.
I guess a basic trim, or is it the C24, or
So the
I mean
one in the
what's some
picture in the air, that's a basic.
okay.
Um, and my nicer one that I call it is a Z24.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if this ever caught your mind, but before I proceed, KDRC, he says, "Hello, new RC, new friend RC. Hey man, welcome to the stream."
Welcome.
Um, I was gonna say, does this ever cross your mind? Probably putting the Super Sport Cobalt engine into the Cavalier. Has that ever crossed your mind?
No, not one bit. And here's why. Um, I might
There's
I
a
might
why.
show some of my nerdiness here for Cavaliers and J bodies in particular, but
Sure, sure. Hey,
so
I'm
the
interested.
Z24 has the uh, more or less the quad four motor in it. Basically, it's a four-cylinder 2.4 overhead cam. I majorly have a thing for those motors and love those motors. And yes, the newer motor in the
Cobalt.
Cobalt SS, the Ecotech 2.0 supercharged, and then later even 2.0 turbocharged. Great motor. Won't say nothing bad about it. But I would never put that motor in, at least not in that car. I would not. Now, I should say that my daily driver is an HHR SS, which is a 2-liter turbo motor, the same one that's
Oh,
was in the Cobalt SSs as
so
well.
so in other words, also technically you have it, but in
Technically, I
another
do.
car.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay. I get it. So
Um,
So
But
that
that
makes sense.
my main car, my play toy car, call it, it will always have a quad motor in it. So
Sweet, man. Hey, man. So you are a huge car fanatic, and I see you love to jump them, race them. I'm
yep,
even sure you said that the airbag deployed on that car, right?
yep, yep.
Now, did you get any injuries? Was it a
Nope,
bad,
nope,
a
nope.
headache maybe?
No, no, I literally, I should probably, I'll find the link in a little while and I'll share in the chat the link to the video for anybody that might want to watch it. But I literally kept going. Like I didn't stop. Like I kept driving and I started tucking the airbag into the steering wheel so I could keep driving because that was the middle of lap two and it was a 3 lap thing that I was doing. Um, and I did bust the radiator in that jump
Oh, okay.
and lost all the water out of it, and I did overheat the motor. But I finished my 3 laps, and I was sitting 10 hundredths of a second, I think it was, out of second place, like in third place at the end of the morning session. Sadly, I
Yeah.
damage to the car. I drove it back and put it on the trailer, but we couldn't finish the day that day.
Man, that's crazy. And I I gotta ask, man. So when an airbag deploys, typically a vehicle will turn on, wouldn't it? So now, did you mess? I don't know, maybe the fuse box, or did you just remove the? Because I know that it's called the, what do they call it? Because as soon
Safety
as the
restraint
vehicle,
system.
yeah, so as soon as the vehicle feels a hit, the fuel pump cuts out, and then it just goes into safe mode, right?
No,
And then
it did
also,
not. Nothing like that took place. Um, and I didn't be honest. I've had people been like, I can't believe you even have an airbag, and I wish I had other pictures of the car to show, but um, there is no dash in this car,
yeah.
um, and so there wasn't a passenger airbag, only the steering wheel airbag, which I thought was no longer working because um, it the passenger airbag's disconnected. There was an airbag light. I assumed it wasn't working. Obviously, I was incorrect on that assumption.
It
Um,
just surprised you. Boom.
it did surprise me very much. So and Sean's RC, yeah. So it's my stock car or my nice car is more of a road racer, uh,
Oh, you're this comment. I'm
road
sorry.
track racing, like autocross without cones. So um, but yeah,
Cool, man.
that's
That is awesome.
and
So,
I was wearing
hey,
a helmet, and there is a roll cage in the car too, just so people know. I mean, I'm a little crazy sometimes, but I'm not absolutely out of my mind.
I gotta say, man, look, I've never had an airbag actually blow up in my face. But I gotta say, man, hey, you took it pretty well. You're just tucking
Neither
it
had
inside the
I.
steering wheel.
Neither had I until that point. So it was interesting nonetheless.
So yeah, that's awesome, man. So you're a huge car fanatic, just like even myself. So that's awesome, man. So now let's focus back into to the hobby, to the RC hobby. Now you do have a great RC selection here. So what is your favorite RC?
My favorite RC currently that I own. Um, it's becoming real tough here lately. Um, but I'll slightly lean towards my V1 Gen 8 because that was really my first crawler that I purchased for me, and I've I've put time and money and effort into it, and it's a good trail truck, good crawler. But I have to be honest, close second is my Comp 2 build, which is Gen 8 based, and then also my Element Trail Walker is slowly impressing me every time I use it and becoming a very strong favorite as well. But my Gen 8 still
Yeah.
my favorite. It's got more sentimental part to it, I believe.
So now let's go back to, I guess if we should call it, even the early years of you joining the RC hobby. Were you into crawlers when you first started the RC hobby, or were you more of
No,
a basher? or a Flyer or?
Definitely Basher. So my obviously as a kid, I had different RCs. You know, I call the cheap ones, um, you know, type stuff. Back then, I didn't know what I had. I actually had a Bandit that I got for Christmas one year.
Oh, is that right? Cool.
Yes. Sadly, it didn't last very long because I like to make it like pop the front end up in the air, and I stripped the gears out really quick, like within a month or so of having it, and didn't know what I had, and it got tossed. I wish I could go back in time and keep that.
And tell
Um,
your old self, no.
yes, exactly. So then my first hobby grade RC um, that I bought, and we've talked about this before, was my Duratrax Evader ST.
Yes, and I've also had that as well. Okay.
Yep.
Those are pretty much just short course stadium trucks.
Mhm.
They were very, very awesome. The only thing about those cars, and I'm sure John here can relate, is that if you would break something, parts weren't as available as they should be. So, and I'm sure John can actually, add a little bit more to that. But yeah, so the Duratrax Evader ST, that was actually I've owned that too, way, way back in the day too. So
Yep. And I got that when they were still popular and there were still parts for them readily available. Um, RC Voodoo's already checked out. Yes, 535 in the video, and the link that I posted is when the airbag goes off. You're correct. um, but the Evader, I still have that truck to this day. It's sort of become my son's truck a little bit. Um, and if
sweet.
anybody checks my channel out and goes back, um, I have videos of that Evader back in the day when I, was playing with it, and I was, a basher, sort of looking for speed type thing. So I put a original Traxxas Velon system in it. Back then, I wasn't even running lipos then. It was, running hump packs and getting, right around 42 or so miles an hour out of it.
Oh wow.
Um, but the problem is the diffs in them were weak and just kept feeling the diffs. And so I parked that rig finally. I just got tired of rebuilding the transmissions and I parked it. And it sat for 10 years probably.
Wow.
Um, and I have an 8-year-old son. So he was probably 3 and he saw it in the garage and he kept like sort of bugging me like to get it running. So I got it running, took it out, in our neighborhood and ran it and clocked it 42 miles an hour. But again, couldn't keep the transmission together. So I sort of parked it again and he kept bugging me. So I picked up a Helion Centurion 2-wheel drive buggy off Marketplace
Okay.
for like $90. And it had metal gears in the transmission, all this kind of stuff.
Heavily
Put
upgraded.
put the Velon system in it, and it I think it was doing like 45 miles an hour, and taking every last bit of it. And then my son wanted to play with it, and I'm like, you're not ready for a 40-mile-an-hour RC, and I'm not ready for you to. So that's what actually got me to get a crawler because I'd already been looking at them a little bit. So I figured a crawler would be slow enough for him to play with and get to understand how to use an RC, how to
Right,
steer it, all
right.
that kind of stuff. So I bought a Gen 7 Pro for him. Um,
Okay.
Probably had that a month and a half, and I was playing with it so much, and it was the only like he'd want to play with it, I want to play with it. So I bought my Gen 8. So I would have mine and he would have his, and that's sort of where it started my crawlers. And from there, it's just been crawlers is definitely my favorite for the
So
most part.
yeah, so then from that being said, from this question that's coming up, uh, what encouraged you, to make a YouTube channel?
So the YouTube channel started out just for me to be able to make videos. One of the um, Evader back in the day,
Right.
And I've always done car stuff just to have videos to be able to host it, to share it with my friends. That's where my YouTube channel initially started. I forgot how long ago I created that channel. It was a
I
long
think I
time.
checked. You had it since 2006, I think.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And so I mostly used it just to be able to host videos to show to my friends. That was really what created it. But when I got back into RCs and particularly got into crawlers and started going out, uh, meeting people or whatnot, just seeing, people were doing, videos. And I was like, you know what, I want to do it too, just to, show off my RC, to people on forums or in groups or whatnot. And I think I had probably 40 or so subs at that point, roughly two
Yeah.
years ago. And I was just like, you know what, I want to see how much I can grow it.
Yeah.
And, you know, started, okay, I'm gonna produce videos regularly, just to see what I can do. And it sort of has went to where it is now. I mean, I think I'm approaching like 600 subscribers, I
Yeah.
believe.
600. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Um,
Actually, you're doing very well. Gotta say.
you know,
Yeah.
um, it's not necessarily about money for me. I have a good job and I love my job. Um, it'd be cool to, get to 1,000 subscribers and make a few dollars just to say I did it. But if I never do, it's not a big deal.
No, and I totally get it actually too. And I actually stand, where you stand with that too. So that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. So this next question is from this hobby. Which genre would you like to experience someday? Maybe flying, FPV, etc. Um,
Um,
is,
so I
is there
have had
any?
drones. So I can say I
Okay.
have had drones. Actually, I have a couple now, a couple cheap ones, nothing great. Um, and I would like to have a nicer drone. Um, thanks, James. Thanks for joining. Have a good evening.
We'll see you, my friend. Take it easy.
So I would like a nicer drone, and I've actually even had a helicopter back in the day. I'm trying to think of what kind it was. Small, like one of those beginner helicopters. So I guess I have dabbed in a few things, but something I haven't done that I would like to do. Um, Probably off-road racing RCs.
Like short
Um,
course and stuff.
yeah, and I did actually. I went to a local track when I had my Vader ST a few times, more like at open practices, and went out and played a little bit just to see. But I never tried to race in a race or anything. I just sort of went out on open practice days and played. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having something that could, you know, be competitive and go out because I am a naturally competitive person. Very competitive, actually. Good evening,
Same
Tank.
here, man. Same here. Hey, Francois. Good evening. Welcome. So that's out. That's awesome, man. RC Voodoo says every flying RC I've ever owned lasted one flight. I, oh man, should ask me that. You know. So
I had a drone that I got for Christmas probably about 6 years ago, and it was a decent one. I had to return the home function, all that, and it had lights, so I would fly it at night, and I got pretty good with it. Um, and I got disoriented one night with it and hit the return to home button, but it didn't catch and ended up in the
it
pond.
just
And I only
it
had it
just
like 2 weeks.
that's crazy, man. So look, to my understanding, I know you live in the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
whether in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious to know if you own any boats. I mean, I know water is not a issue with you, just like me. I live in the desert, right? So, have you ever tried any RC boats, anything in that?
I do have an RC boat, a little one I got off years ago because the one house we had, we lived on a little pond. So I bought one of those cheap, like $50 ones. So I have that one that I haven't used in a long time, and my son keeps bugging me to use it.
Yeah.
Um, I want a nice RC. I say a nice one, a fast RC boat.
Yeah.
A bigger, fast one, and
Like a
that's
Miss
that's something
Geico,
else. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Something like that.
like
I would
super
like to have.
fast.
Yeah. Because I am a speed person. I mean, even with real cars, I'm a speed person. I know I might deal with Cavaliers, and that sounds weird to say, but I do love speed. So, um, and that's weird too with crawlers. But I think the nice thing is with crawlers is you can go out and have fun and not break stuff. When you're dealing with dashers or speed things, it's almost guaranteed you're going to break something every time you go out.
Right, right. So Particle Man, briefly, this is of a Terra Twin Hammers.
Yep.
I know you came in here late, so that's what it is.
And
That's awesome, man.
I seen
Go ahead, go
Sean
ahead.
make a comment about my video. It's pretty cool. The wipers were making the windows worse. Yes, they were, and sadly, I'm sure you can probably tell in that, but I tucked the airbag into the steering wheel at the bottom, so every time I turned left, it was catching the wipers and turning them on, which was messing me up because as soon as I get straight, I'm knocking them down, turning them back off, but then I turn again and the airbag was catching. So, yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy. And then again, you went back to talking about your Cavalier, the C24, right? So
RC Voodoo, yes, your jet boat. I have watched that video um, of your one jet boat, and actually, I'm sort of interested in a jet boat. And Brent from Adventure Time RC, when he was in Florida USTE, he told me to get a jet boat also.
That's awesome, man. And see, that's another reason why I asked that question. If because I did skim through your channel and I didn't see any boats, and I'm like, well, he's in Florida, I don't know. But that's why I'm like, well, maybe that would interest you.
Yeah, no,
Maybe in the near
I
future.
definitely I want one. I don't think I ever did a video on the RC boat I have, and I was going to um, do one. It's not fast at all. It's slow. Um, but I have a couple friends around here with RC boats as well. So decently quick ones. So I want to get one myself.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool, cool. So let me see here. So what is your least favorite RC that you can say, you know what, this is garbage. Don't even look at it. You know.
Are we asking one I own or just in general?
Well, what's your own, and then in general.
Okay. So in general, or start with what I own. Out of what I own, my least favorite is totally my axial based Jeep leaf spring truck that I bought. I bought it, I seen the looks and loved it from the look standpoint. Didn't pay enough attention to what I was getting, and yeah, it's definitely my least favorite rig.
So it's like a modified SCX10, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's axial based, but I do not know what the chassis is. It's all metal, got leaf springs, and it's really made me believe that I don't like leaf spring RCs.
Because if it's metal, leaf springs, I mean, depending on what the chassis is, but if it's leaf spring, most likely that would be maybe an RC four-wheel drive, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
But
not 100%. The
who
guy that I
knows?
bought it from didn't. I didn't get a lot of information, and he wasn't the builder of it. He bought it from somebody, so you know, it's cool looking,
Yeah.
but it's not all that great of a RC. So that's my least favorite that I own. And then
Okay.
in general, least favorite RC probably be the SCX or mini crawlers.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah. And I had an SCX
This
24 that I recently sold. Um, so I have firsthand experience with those, and they're just not my thing personally. They're just
so so technically you're good friends with Sean's RC Adventures, huh?
yeah. I think we get along in in that regard. So they're just not. They're less scale, like the way they handle and react, in my opinion, than the 110 scale RCs are. They just I don't know. It's just not as fun. That's all I can say. Um,
Yeah, yeah, no. And look, and my input on a SCX 1024, I live in a place where there's obstacles everywhere. Okay. I think, the 110 scale crawler does just fine. Going smaller, I don't know, man. I just don't see the fun in it. Although, for people that, yeah, of course, they live like in a flatland surface, or they just want to build like a crawler course behind their backyard, that could be cool. Um, but with me, man, I can go out there, I can find adventure everywhere. So I guess I don't really find the need to find a mini crawler because, again, a mini crawler technically you can actually build your own crawler just here. It can even be portable and stuff. And I just don't see why I wouldn't even have to purchase one when I have, a 110 scale. You know what I mean? So that's just my take on it. But yeah.
Agreed.
So hey, man,
I
go
can
ahead, go
say
ahead.
that at USTE they had a mini course, and good evening, Stickies.
Yo,
They had a
Richard.
mini course, and me and Brent from Adventure Time took our minis on there, and I did have fun on that course. It made me slightly rethink my thing on there, but again, it's just not enough. Like the 110s are just more realistic and fun
Exactly.
to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just don't see the need of getting those tiny little crawlers. So hey, man. So good thing is that you will get along with Sean's RC Adventures very, very well. Now, the only thing I guess you will actually become best friends is if you really, really hate the Vanquish. What is that Vanquish truck that he really, really hates? The one with no portals on there? I forget the RCX or SC.
I'm not sure
I don't
which one
know.
it is. I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
comment.
yeah.
Um,
Which one? Which RC4 tribe truck? RC4. I'm sorry. Vanquish truck you hate, Sean? Let us know in the comment section. So, so with that being said, we covered what is your least favorite RC. Now, this next question is, what is your go-to brand in RC? I mean,
I
just
mean,
one brand you can say.
technically, it's been Red Cat because those were my first two RCs, and technically, I've got three from that. Um, yeah, I see
So
his
yeah,
answer, the Fakewish BS 410 Pro. See, this is where I will disagree with him. I don't own one, obviously, but I've seen it in person. A local guy has it. I think it's a great looking rig, personally. I haven't driven it, but I think it's a great looking rig. But I will never pay the price that those things are.
yeah. But let me give you a sense of why he dislikes that truck. The reason is because that truck has beefy axles, to the point where any obstacle that you throw at it, that thing would just get hung. I mean, it
Yeah,
wouldn't it wouldn't just go over it. It would just get hung up. And I do remember that he said he just went out on a trail that one day after he finished building that kit. He just went out, fresh build, ready to go, pretty much brand new. He hated it so much because it was just getting hung, everywhere. So he put it onto Facebook Marketplace, if I'm not mistaken. I think he sold it that same day, and I think he got like two crawlers for it just for that one. So that was that was a whole deal, with that one. So
yeah.
so yeah, man, if you want to become best friends with Mr. Sean's RC Adventure here, you would need to hate the SCX 1024, the minis, and this one right here, the Bakewish VS410 Pro. So there you go. So Red Cat, you said, right? Your go-to brand.
It has been, let me say, but I'm trying to change that, and it's not because I don't like Red Cat, um,
Right.
but more just I don't want to say that I will only run one brand RC. So I have obviously three Red Cat based RCs. But then I have, my TRX4 Blazer, which is a great rig,
Yeah.
that I like. I have my Element Trail Walker, which is again been great too. I love that truck. I have, a Basher that's Traxxas Max, and so I want to expand my, uh, not just be limited to one style
To
rig,
just yeah.
or one brand, I should say.
So now speaking of quantity, do you have a goal maybe of owning an X amount of RCs in general? I mean,
No,
in other words,
no
where do you
goal.
draw the line? Do you draw the line at 10, 40, 100, 60 like me?
So I don't have a goal. And just recently, I was sort of like, wait a minute, like I've got too many because I think I count all my RCs. It doesn't matter if it's crawler or basher or what. I'm around 15 is right about
15.
where I'm at. And I was like, man, do I have too many? But then, I realized yourself, you're in the 60s. I think Exo Cage RC is somewhere in like 50 or so. And one of my local buddies here, I think he's got like 30. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing so bad if, everybody else is above me for the most part. So,
No, no,
even
and
JM.
hey, John Martin, good evening, my friend. Uh, Another person that I haven't really seen what he actually has, but I know based on what he says in comments, because I know this gentleman doesn't have a YouTube channel, and I know I've encouraged him a lot, to actually come up with a YouTube channel. Is this fellow friend here, you know,
Yes.
Kevin Gibbs. Kevin Gibbs, I know he's the underdog, man. He's got some really, really nice rigs, based on what he said, man. And Kevin Gibbs, let me know how many RCs you got, and everybody here on the
Yes. Let's
on the
comment
chat.
on how many you have.
Yes, and then also if you think I missed a question for Mr. JMHRC here, let me know, man. I mean, I'll be more than happy to ask them. So if you have any questions for JMHRC, hey, man, comment down below.
And RC Voodoo, I seen your comment. 15. That's cute. Yeah. I realize I don't have as many as some people, and so I guess I don't have a goal for how many, and right now I don't have a limit either. So.
Look, and look, man, I started the hobby in I'm gonna say late 2012. Okay, and my first RC then at 2012, before it took off, my first RC was my Honcho. Okay, it went from Honcho to I think, well, yeah, the next car was the Glamis Sphere, and then it just took off. You know, technically, I was buying like two RCs, man, every 2 weeks. Two RCs, I never failed.
Wow.
So, oh boy, look at that. RC Dennis, are you
Wow.
serious, my friend? 74. See? And that tells you, man, it's hey, that is awesome, man. And I know
Yeah.
I also follow RC Dennis, and he's got some really cross RC trucks, man. They're really awesome, I gotta say.
He does. He has some nice ones.
Yeah, look, JMHRC, he's at 12. Let's see here.
So Kevin said he's at 15 soon. I've got two coming. One is a really good one. So Kevin, you need to start getting some videos. We want to see these.
Yeah, of course, man. Look at that. Damn, RC Dennis says 30-year plus in the hobby. So technically my age. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So, and hey, Green Frog, he says, smash that like button. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. So let's see, Axiomatic Productions. Oh man, he says, I sold most of my stuff. I got like two. No, you got still, I'm pretty sure you still have too many. Axiomatic Productions, do you still have your 79 Chevy? Reason why I bring it up is because you were very helpful, with that LED kit, the install. And yeah, man, that was pretty cool. So let's see here. RC Dennis says 56 in April. Oh, his birthday, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Hey, awesome, man. So that's right around the corner.
Yes, it
So
is.
happy early birthday, I guess.
Yep.
I know I will be seeing you, but here in the segment, hey, happy early birthday, my friend.
I think I will see him not next month, the month after in May in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Oh, that's right for Honey Lulu and Wayne Kibler.
Yep.
That event, huh? Ah, man, I wish I could have the time, to actually go and make it over there, but I got to do what I got to do, man. Responsibility always comes first,
Yeah,
fortunately.
sometimes that sucks.
So let's see. He says, I just traded a TRX4 Bronco for the Bourbon. I have the TRX4 Blazer, though. Bourbon, which one's that one?
He traded for bourbon.
Oh, oh, the drink. Oh, okay. Man. But yeah, look, I'm still glad that you have that TRX4 Blazer, and not that I'm, checking up on you, Axiomatic Productions. I did check to see if you have a running video of the TRX4 Blazer, and you don't, my friend. What's the deal with that? Are you gonna run it? Is it a shelf queen? What's the deal there? I mean, I know I'm guilty myself. I haven't ran my Avante. I Am I planning? I don't know. No comment, right? But yeah, RC Blue stalker. But yeah, I mean, it's because I saw the LED kit, the how to. Axiomatic did a great job, and I'm like, so when does he run it? I don't see any videos. What's up with that? So
RC Voodoo said that I'll most likely be there. I'm assuming to Stone Mountain event. That'd be awesome. I might be reaching out to you because I know that wanted to see. I know Exo Cage RC is going. Brent from Adventure Times RC is going. I heard Tony from CCXRC might be coming, possibly, and wanted to see about getting some of the YouTubers together, maybe doing like a live stream like that evening, like sort of on with RC Basher Boy, and do like a have everybody in one room type thing. So I'll reach out to you.
yeah, of course, yeah, and then if JMHRC makes it happen, there will be a live stream with all those people at that event at a Saturday night, right? When was it was May, right?
May 15th is when the event is, so I was going to try to do that evening. I know Exo Cage he thinks it's a great idea to get the
Yeah.
YouTubers together and talk and
Yeah, and totally. Yeah, totally. And I just want to make a early announcement here. That you will be hosting that date, which is on, what was it again? May. It lands on a Saturday. That's what I know.
Yep, May 15th.
Yeah. So looking forward to that, my friend. Axiomatic Production says the Blazer has never been run. I may run it unless someone wants to trade for Brew. Hey, I'll trade you, man. Oh yeah.
What color? What color blazer?
Orange and white.
Okay.
Yeah, the same one as I got. Yeah. So. I tried to peep in Axel's window. He caught me looking and raised my blind. So, and if you guys, I'm sure most of you guys know um, who Axiomatic is, but he's also incognito. He doesn't show his face, and he only does, he just shows his hand. We call him the what do we call him, the well, he puts hand cream on there so his hands will look nice and smooth. So let's see here. Oh, look at that. 11 Charlie says Operation 11 Charlie will be there too. So awesome, man. The event. So awesome, man. Yes,
And the
and
model.
Yeah, the hand model. So that's for Axiomatic. And Axial, I don't know if you know, man, but I've gotten into the crawling scene for a
Sweet
bit,
Kevin.
and yeah, man, I also have the same color as you, the TRX4 Blazer. I really wish you can actually take that out on a trail. Just go easy on it. I'm not saying you go out and break it, but I would love to see it run, Axial. So I guess that's a little bit of an encouragement, right? So so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions that you like for me to ask JMHRC, please comment down below. Look at Axiomatic RC says, I'm looking for a hand lotion sponsor. There you go.
Nice.
So now we understand why he hasn't made his latest video. So hopefully, hey man, one of those hand creamers will contact you and get the show on the road, man. So yeah, and then I just want to give a brief summary of what's going on here. I'm interviewing GMHRC. It's just a one-on-one, and I know also I did see KBRC 13, Mr. Beanfield. I know you were asking for a link. We're just doing a one-on-one interview. It's not that I didn't see your comment. It's not like I don't want to invite you. I would, I would love to invite you. Next in the next segment next week. But today is just a one-on-one session with me and JMHRC. And yes, so JMHRC is the one that if I can make it, to a live stream, he's more than welcome to go ahead and host and keep the show going. And I'm sure even the other way around, if JMHRC cannot host, I'll be more than happy to step in if I have the time. And yes, we are sharing this platform, JMHRC and myself, and even this, we've even discussed of even changing the name. We haven't, come up with a name just yet, but JMHRC and myself, we are hosting Saturday night the lives here. So, the reason
Since you
why I'm
mentioned it,
asking, yeah, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, since you mentioned it, because I debated on bringing this up myself. So, as he just mentioned, we are thinking about coming up with a different name to call the Saturday Night Live chat.
Yeah.
Make it more official, so to speak, and something that maybe represents both channels. So, if you have any
Correct.
ideas, let us know, be it in the chat or privately. We'd love to hear any suggestions y'all might have.
Yes, so exactly. So if you have any suggestions there on the comment section, let us down below, let us know. So freaking X. So you see why I like this guy? See?
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
Sean said technically the laser nut is interviewing him.
yes, and then this is not a laser nut, this is a Twin Hammers. Twin Hammers. It's a Twin Hammers interviewing JMHRC. So and oh, look at that. Brian Mark says, awesome, I'll be able to meet you in person. So I guess you'll be attending the Honolulu and Wing Kibler event. So there
It
you
should be
go.
a great event. I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people there. And Sean, you might be right.
No, I added RC in there. I added RC. I thought of it. I added RC. It's Saturday night RC. It's not that, we will not be doing skits here, with Christopher Walken, more cowbell. No, 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 of course not.
I mean, tonight we might have more talent than them at the moment because we've had some pretty good stuff in here.
Yeah, man, we have a pretty cool crowd, man. I gotta say, so.
Yep.
And then RC Voodoo says, "How about Saturday evening chat?" Hey, man, oh yeah, we'll definitely consider it. Why not?
Yep.
So let's see. Oh, and then also I think Kevin Gibbs is also attending. I think that's what he meant to with that.
That'd be awesome. Look forward to meeting you.
So yeah, man, so that is awesome. So now going back to the questions, and of course, again, I will freaking this is a live dude show. That's not bad, man. Oh, look at that. 11 Charlie, the Miho show. There is a story behind that. Okay.
Quilts and crawlers. Nice.
Right? Yeah, right. Knitting and RC. Let's
Oh,
see. I
that's
want to
great.
see you both in Gumby suits. All right. No Coke, only Pepsi. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. Oh, the My Pillow,
Pillow talk.
the
Pillow
pillow talk.
RC talk.
Yeah, right.
Or RC pillow talk.
Dreaming with RCs. So see, yeah, there you go. You know, this is some good feedback. I gotta say, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
so
Always
so
good.
so yeah. So back to the questions here, John.
Yes.
So here's another interesting question that there's a lot of debate. Okay, and I guess I'll just ask it to you. And which is, which battery connector do you prefer the best for all your crawlers or bashers or just your entire lineup?
So all my stuff mostly has Dean connectors. Because I started with Dean's back when like Dean's was like really the main connector to have.
Yeah.
Um, and so most of my stuff gets converted to Dean's, so it's my go-to. But I know it seems like over the last several years, there's been a lot of new connectors that have come out, and I haven't tried too many of them, but I'm starting to wonder if I do want to switch to something else. But right now it's Dean's.
Deans. I and I'm in the same boat with you, brother. And now, uh, it's I don't even know. I guess nuts behind the wheel. Like,
I sort
okay,
of like RC Voodoo's RC Pillow. It should be RC Pillow Talk with Basher and JMH. I almost like that.
yeah, that's not bad, man. I gotta say, let's see. And so look, I do have Deans and mostly all my rigs, and I say mostly because when Deans were popular, and I'm gonna say when they were super popular, I would say maybe like in 2015. Okay, those when those things just took off. Everybody just wanted Deans, Deans here, Deans there. The issue with those connectors is anything above a 3S battery, okay, the Deans would just literally melt. No matter what was the gauge on the wire. Excuse me. Um, but for some reason, Deans they do withhold the current, but they would just desolder them, themselves. It would just get so hot that they would just, come undone. So I've had that issue before. I actually had that issue recently with my. I don't know if you saw. I ran my Losi 10 SCBE. That vehicle currently has beams on there, where originally, it had EC5s, EC5 connector, on there. I went on Dean's, and I've always had that problem where if I ran a 3S, if I would run it too hot, yeah, the Dean's would just come on solder. So, so that's just my take. I I would want to go with EC5s or even Castle plugs, which is also the same thing. But I mean, I'm so far in the hobby that I just don't care. Beans is really really good for me. So I don't know if you can agree with me, but that's my take.
Yeah, RC Voodoo. I see the comment. Looking forward to the fans only
That.
page.
Woohoo! Hey, you know what? If the audience wants that, I'm down. Because
um,
practically, look, I hardly show my face, and I know some people. I've got to say, man, some people are eager to see me on camera. I don't know why, but that is not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. You know, I mean,
but
I don't,
yeah,
and look, it is not something that I'm, how to say, camera shy. And look, and my confidence is I don't consider myself ugly, but I'm not, your Brad Pitt type of guy. No, no, no. But if you want that, hell yeah, man. That will go towards RCs and anything that we need, I guess, for the show.
Good evening, Robert. Have a good
Okay.
one. Thanks for coming by.
Take it easy, my friend. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. If I'm not mistaken, he's like way up there, like in the Arctic. Well, yeah, of course he's driving out an Arctic RC, but he's way up there. So look, John Martin says XT60s or IC5s, Axiomatic Productions, XT60s or 90s. Let's see, XT90s, I guess that's who was referring to. Brian Mark says XT60s and XT90s. And now the XT60s is the same thing as EC3s, but it's just that groove that it has, I guess, that makes it a different connector. But all in all, it's pretty much the same thing. Personally, in my opinion. Robert Ivanov, Arctic RC, excellent. Hey man, glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.
So I will say that
And yeah,
with the
I know he's an
plugs,
artist.
so everything I have is Dean's except for my Traxxas Max, and I do run 4S on it, and I run the Traxxas plug on it, and that's been good. And actually, even my TRX4, because it's stock electronics currently, when I got it, instead of cutting the plug off and putting a Dean's, I just bought for a few bucks on Amazon the adapter to go from the Traxxas plug to a Dean. And haven't had any issues, so that Traxxas plug is grown on me a little bit.
Yeah, awesome, man, awesome. And look, and Axiomatic says I've been running 4S packs with the XT60s with no issues. So, and again, XT60s or EC3s or IC3s now, with the new, I guess, with the smart technology that's coming out with Horizon Hobby. It's technically almost the same connector. And yeah, I mean, those do sustain, that power. Deans, anything above 3S, yeah, you're actually you're asking for it. Those one of the ends, the connector is just gonna desolder and you will have no power. And that's the issue that I've been having, with my Deans connector. So
RC Voodoo, I'd rather quit the hobby than switch over all my Dean's plugs to something else. I could understand that, and yourself included, Gabe. Like,
yes, and see, and look, glad RC Voodoo mentioned it. Okay, I've noticed this problem. Okay, what I'm saying, I've noticed it, and I just don't want to go back, man. I'm sticking with Dean's. Why? Because the rest of my RC fleet is Dean's. Okay, imagine resoldering. I don't know. I'm just throwing you what is it? IC3s and IC5s to everything all over again. Can you imagine the headache I'll have?
yeah.
Oh man. So I guess as I just go along, if I see that the issue is more persistent, then maybe I would consider it, but I wouldn't just overnight say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna pretty much get a soldering iron and just no. No, it's not gonna happen. And look at this. Look, Sean's RC Adventure says Deans are like dinosaur extinct. Oh wow. I'll tell you, Tamiya plugs, okay, are extinct.
Yes.
That is the first connector you've ever seen anywhere. Okay. I don't know about Deans. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I'm sure the world already had plenty of life, people going to college. We were very advanced in technology when Deans were, available. I don't know about dinosaur. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
RC Voodoo said, "So are you, Sean. We still love you."
Look at that. I really
Dennis,
don't know how old Sean is. I would say what maybe in his 40s, maybe.
that'd be my guess. Dennis has got a good point right here in what he's saying. If he had
This
to
one.
change the owner of the XT60 could retire.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to make an appointment, right? Manufacturer. Hey, bro, I got an RC fee you gotta take care of here. Let's see. So, Sean's RC Adventure says, I don't need to change all the old ones. keep a couple of batteries with these, just upgrade everything going forward. Yeah, yeah, and that's the way I think too. Okay,
Yep.
if I have that issue right there, I would just say, okay, well, this is, we're going, straight to EC3s or EC5s, whatever. These are like, how do you say that word?
Jordache jeans.
Jordache G should have died in the 2000s.
If they had died in the 2000s, then we'd still be on those the plugs before then, I'm afraid.
Tamaya plugs.
Yeah.
Jedi Master. Master Sean went to grade school with Yoda. Jesus, man.
Y'all are killing it tonight in the chat. Great.
Yeah, man. And this is what it's all about. We're having
Yes.
fun. We're communicating with each other, and of course, you're actually getting to know a lot better JMHRC as well. So, holy crap! Check that out. Damn. Jesus. He's 21 with 20. Oh wow, man, that's impressive. That is impressive, man. Jordan jeans are now cool. I guess, man. I don't know what they're talking about, honestly.
I've
So,
heard of them. I just don't know what they hold.
yeah.
Nice. Old as Sean he is, there is no try only
I
do.
only do.
Oh,
So.
great.
So yeah, JMHRC. Anything else, man, you might want to add? I don't know.
So something else me and you have in common is bikes. Like I like the mountain bike. I hadn't done it too much in the last several years, but I have a mountain bike, a Trek Marlin. I'm actually trying to get back into shape and riding so I can get back on the trails. So I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a adrenaline freak, I guess, so to speak.
No,
Like
I
speed,
I
like
guess
jumping, cars off dirt hills and like mountain biking and that stuff. So, but yeah, that's another one of my sort of hobbies, I guess you could say.
no, and I guess I was gonna say. So pretty much like me and yourself, you drive anything with wheels, really, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome, man. So you like biking? Yes, and I'm very familiar with your bicycle. I'm also a huge bicycle fan. I I do also do BMX. Well, not as I used to. Okay, no, and I used to wheelie, back in the day,
Yes, I
and they
did
do
too.
say, that those things you don't forget. I kind of did, man. I As much as I tried, I lost it. I don't know why, but back then I was really really good at it.
Yeah, I guess like most kids, probably most of us, we've all rode bikes at some point in our lives. But I uh, I did a lot of riding. um, I need that sticker. Um, but I did a lot of bike riding. In fact, I had a lot of bikes when I was in my early teenage years. I think at one time like 15 different bikes, and some of them were BMX, and some of them were
Wow.
10 speeds and stuff like that. I remember my grandfather helping me. We stripped one bike down, a BMX, and painted it gold. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but wanted a gold bike for some reason. Uh, but yeah, I used to wheelie and jump, and I mean like crazy. But what you just said though about not forgetting it. Probably 4 years ago or so, I started riding just like in the neighborhood type thing, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I can wheelie uh, my 29er mountain bike. And it took me a little while, but I can actually wheelie it decent especially for a mountain bike.
Really? And
Yeah,
I can wheelie too, but I just can't wheelie as before.
yeah, I can't
I
wheelie as
use
good as I could probably as a kid, but for a mountain bike, like I feel like I do a pretty decent job with it.
freaking axial, man. Look, and then this one.
Parachute pants. I remember those, Kevin. Oh my.
Yeah, and me, I mean, I used to wheelie for blocks, man, blocks, and now I can't even wheelie half a block.
I
You know?
had a guy he was older than me.
Yeah,
And I'm going to comment on that one here in just a second. But there was
sure,
a
sure.
kid, he was older than me, and he could catwalk his bike or wheelie, whatever you want to call it, for as long as he wanted to. Like literally, he could catwalk for a mile if he wanted to. He could sit on his seat of his bike and catwalk it for as long as
Wow.
he wanted. It was insane. And RC Voodoo, yeah, my comment was going to be that I had the Michael Jackson jacket as well. I remember that when I was in fourth grade, I had the jacket with all the red jacket with all the zippers on it. Thought I was the best.
Everybody look at
Can't
JMHRC
touch
Hammer
this.
Time. Kevin Gibbs Hammer Time, and then the Tank RC, Frank the Tank. We'll see you, my friend.
Have a
Take
good
it
one,
easy.
Frank. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. Suba's pens were the thing. I guess, man. You know, and then Green Frog skids. I don't know, man. Who knows? You know. So and so yeah, man. So
RC.
this is not a this is not a friend. That's an ex.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So and then also we do have another thing in common, which is cars. Okay. Um, back then when I was a lot younger, I used to have a Toyota Supra. Okay, it wasn't the Fast and the Furious one. It was the '89. Remember the year was the
I'd almost
1980
rather
model.
have that one.
Yeah. And it was the 7 MGT motor, was turbo, 5 speed, and
Yes.
that car literally taught me how to drift back in the day. That car was super amazing. Um, and then as I grew older, I got into street racing. Okay, and that's another reason why my uh my RC collection is fairly huge, because there were times that, yeah, I mean, I would win in street racing. There were times that I wasn't unfortunate, but yeah, that's how I would get also, the extra money. And yeah, it was pretty much illegally. We would just go out there in the streets and just bet each other, and it was just pretty much just several local, well, I guess back then, teams, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, man, that's what I used to do too. Uh, I did also, I'm not gonna say rock crawl, but more of an off-road type of deal. Um, from the Supra, I went into the off-roading scene. I got myself a '96 Tacoma, with the V6 engine, also 5 speed, 4x4. Um, and yeah, technically, I'm gonna be honest, practically even where I bash, if you just follow that desert just further down, I'm not saying that location, but just miles down, you will find decent trails, man, just for like a real truck. And that was the thing, man, back then. After high school, I would
Mhm.
just go out there and just use my truck. And overall, man, I was a adrenaline junkie myself. And then also motorcycles, I had an ATC 3-wheeler, an '85 Honda uh, 3-wheeler, the 350X. And actually, if you're curious, I do have that video on my channel. Um,
Nice. I'll have to
I'm
check
just
that out.
I'm just doing donuts just crazy and just going left and right with it. And so yeah, man. I do love the adrenaline as well. So, and I'm glad that we also have that in common, man. That's pretty cool.
Yep. I had a Honda 200 SX three wheeler back when I was like 13 or so, something like that.
Oh, did you? Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
I was gonna get one, man, but they beat me through it to it. You know, yeah, those are. And I had the 350X. And back in a 1985, right? I mean, that motorcycle was much older than me, but back in 1985 that was considered, the king of the hill,
Yeah.
which I guess, so so yeah.
Jack.
I know, right? Yeah. So let me ask you, Jack, what do you want me to ask JMHRC? Comment down below. Let's see here. Oh man, did I miss anything here?
Axiomatic made a comment earlier. I saw that he wears skids every time he goes to Taco Bell. I caught that.
This one right here.
Yeah.
And then RC Voodoo says, Heelys parachute pants with my MJ jacket. I'll be fire at the mall. So,
Gilligan is not an option, Sean.
so yeah, man. So yeah, man. I mean, anything else you want to add? Like I said, the reason why we're doing this interview is just for everybody to meet JMHRC. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to ask them here, and he'll answer you live because this is a live stream, so you will actually get an answer very, very quick.
Oh. Brian, you need $20 till your lotto ticket hits.
I hold 20, I guess. Sure. Taking it is long. Actually, I shot him out numerous times, man.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
So.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I think that's relevant to for people to know.
But well, while you think, since you have 15 RCs, okay, what is your take on the remotes? Do you have remotes for every single one, or you just have it dialed up to one?
So currently, pretty much have one for everyone. I'm actually in the process. Well, I think I have one for everyone, but I do have currently 2 rigs on one remote. And I'm looking to now because I feel like I'm at that number now where the remotes are starting to become an
Clutter
issue
thing?
or clutter thing. That's probably better. So I'm wanting to narrow the remotes down. My 2 Traxxas RCs, my TRX4 Blazer, and my Traxxas Max, I'm going to keep them on the Traxxas remotes. I actually like the Traxxas remotes. I think they're pretty decent remotes. So I'm going to keep those on there, but a lot of the others I'm probably going to put. I already have one GT3C that's hacked, and I'm going to probably do another one, GT3C, and pretty much split my RCs down. And then I actually have, so back when I had, or not when I had it because I still have it, but when I got into really much with my Evader, I don't, now looking back, I think I was stupid in what I did, but my first remote upgrade was actually this, a Tava fast
Sweet.
remote. And I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think I paid $600 for this thing back then and put it on my Evader.
Right.
Looking
Wow.
back, it probably wasn't the best thing, but it still works. I still have it. So it still works quite well.
So look, RC reactivated. He's giving you kudos, for you're doing a good job on your live streams. Also,
thanks,
Kevin
Jack.
Gibbs. So and then also Brian
guys.
Marks, I'm sure. So, and yes, I mean even myself, man, I highly appreciate helping out with these live streams. So, and now going back to these comments, I did see them. Oh my God, are you guys enabling me? Is that right? I don't know, man. See, and then look, Sean just asked Basher Boy about him. Do you really want to know where I stand with that stupid Spectrum STX2? No, you don't. And look, all you got to do is this, okay? And I know Jack is gonna say, "Oh my God, he's going there," but if you go to my channel, Jax likes it when I say this. If you go to my channel, if you look for the video of the Arma Mojave, okay, I ran that actually I think like a year ago. But if you look that video up, you will totally understand where I stand with this hideous remote. Okay, so no,
So
like
I only have one Spectrum radio, and that's on my Axial 6x6. And I haven't had an issue yet with it. But when I was out at Exo Cages last week, one of the veterans had an issue with their radio, and it kept coming unbound, and it was a Spectrum, I believe. So we
yeah,
actually, I think Exo Cage hooked him up with a Traxxas receiver and remote, and put it in that rig, and he was good to go. And from what I saw that day, and from what I heard, don't know that I'll ever um, use a Spectrum radio, to
Spectrum.
be honest. I heard they're really
And
good for flying and stuff, like for that kind of their
yeah,
flying remotes are really good. I heard, but that's
so look, the oh my God, can't believe I'm going to this. So the black sheep of Spectrum remotes, okay, is that stupid STX2. Now let me tell you why. First of all, I don't understand why Spectrum calls that a Spectrum remote. Because before that stupid remote, if the receiver was a DSM or a DSMR, DSMR2 receiver, if you had a higher end remote, you can actually bind to that remote with no issue. Okay. The SCX2, it's a total different lineup. Okay. It's not a DSM, it's not a DSMR, DSMR2, DSMR3. It is a completely different Spectrum remote. Okay. Aside of that, they're horrible. They lose signal. They feel cheap. And for me, the part that aggravated me the most is that Horizon Hobby called that a Spectrum when I can't even bind that stupid Spectrum to my high-end Spectrum remote. You get me? And see,
yep,
look,
yep.
there you go. See, okay,
Yeah, I was just laughing.
that's the main reason why I despite that stupid remote. Now, all the ready runs, just like the I guess the not the much later years, but I would say maybe 2017, 2016, from 2016 till maybe 2019. If you would buy a ready to run Horizon Hobby product, let's say a Losi, Votero back then, right, an Axial, Arma, specifically Arma, which a lot of the Basher guys, despite it, that stupid remote. And I just can't believe I know my Arma Mojave came with that stupid SCX2. And again, you can actually go and see the video to see what the hell I did with that stupid remote. And there were a lot of people that were very unhappy with that remote. The glitch was horrible. There were even points where they would just come unbind. Okay. Um, and again, my thing is if I was buying a Horizon Hobby product, okay, that should have had a DSMR, DSMR3, whatever receiver on there so I can just go open it up, put a bind plug, and just bind it to my remote. I mean, that's how it was back then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and now they just discontinued. I haven't seen it since. But when that receiver was on a ready to run, guess what I had to do? I had to go to my local hobby shop, buy a DSMR, an extra receiver, so I can bind to my high-end remote. So I had to make that extra cost, right, to bind my my car to my actual remote. See what I mean? It's just, again, it's just one of those things like, why are you calling it a Spectrum? It's not a Spectrum. It is not. And people were saying like that it's more of a tactic. But even a tactic receiver was a lot better than that stupid SCX2. Okay. And I just can't believe I went on a rant here. But that's it. Okay. That's why. And look, I've gone through this before. And again, see, there you go, Sean's RC Adventures, right? They are Spectrum RCs are awesome. They are, except that SCX2. There, and I'm done. I'm not gonna say anymore. Done. So
RC Voodoo. I'm still quite fond of the RCs with cords.
right, yeah, man. And even an RC with a cord is way better than that stupid SCX2. I'll tell you that. Yes, that remote has aggravated me so much. But anyway,
I've
there you
really
go.
come to
So
like my GT3C radio, Fly Sky, particularly with it being hacked, because you can put link as many as you want to it. You got all these extra buttons to do stuff and all that. That's been a really good remote for me.
yeah. I bet, man. Yeah, and then that cord would just get tangled up, I guess, huh?
Yep.
So, oh man. And look, I totally just lost my train of thought just going back to that. And look, I've done rants in live streams, with that stupid remote. And yes, it even gets me in a bad mood, man. And see, there you go. Green Frog RC, it is not, yes, I insist. The SCX2, it is not RC Basher Boy approved. And I'll say that again. Yes, that is right. Jesus Christ,
So
I'm mad.
still have one of those remotes that you're just not using sitting somewhere?
Yes, it's actually behind it's in the back in the trunk of my car. And I'm planning to destroy it.
I was gonna
Believe
say
me.
you should do something and do it, put it on video, like I'm not sure what would be good, but do something maybe with another RC or something, and I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure maybe in the future I'll do something with it. But I'll tell you this, man. So my Mojave came with that remote. And so I bought my own receiver. I bind it with my own remote. It is a Spectrum, and it's the Spectrum DXXR. Um, I got the SCX2, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna break this thing, and I'm gonna put it on camera. Believe it or not, I've hit it maybe about 6 times with the Arma Mojave. Okay, that remote, it's unbelievable, but that remote is still in one piece.
Hmm.
I've hit it maybe 40 miles an hour. I mean, I ran a 6S on my Mojave. Okay, I went like 80% throttle, just hit on 80% throttle, and that stupid remote is still in one piece. So yes, maybe I'll get firecrackers. I don't know. I mean, should I
RC
get
Voodoo says drag it behind the Glamis on the asphalt until it's gone.
that's a great idea. Yes, yes, yes. I Yeah, man. Any ideas that you have? Hey, comment down below. I do have the SCX2. It is in the trunk of my backseat of the car. Yes. However you want to see me destroy that stupid thing, I'm all for it.
My idea, I have two ideas. One, it's not complete, but it's somehow using another RC, setting it on the remote on fire, and maybe jumping an RC over it, maybe like through the fire almost type thing,
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and the other would be like using an RC to knock it off of a ledge, like off of a building roof where it falls like 30, 50 feet to the ground and hopefully splatters into pieces.
Yeah, man. Trust me, I'll do that. I will. That's how bad this is. You know. So look, and Kevin Gibbs, he says exploding remote with Mojave jumping through the pieces. I tried that. Okay, that super remote is still in one piece. I literally thought, you know what I said? I even said, you know what? Maybe on the second run, second hit that I give that super remote, it's gone. No, I mean, and I gotta say, you know, the Mojave is fairly heavy. Said, you know what? It should take some. It should do something to that remote. And no, man. It just yes, exactly. Kevin Gibbs feels like oxygen. Yes. Why is there a paper jam when there's any paper?
I like the tug of war with two RCs tied to the transmitter. Especially if it was two fairly fast RCs, so you could start them like sort of next to each other and take off and put some speed to them going at the same time.
Yeah. Let's see. So UDR and Mojave, maybe tug of war.
Ooh, yes, yes,
So there you go.
absolutely.
We got the audience hooked, huh? UDR or Mojave, or I can do my Los Ciales T with my Arma Notorious, which I mean they're also fairly the same truck, you know. So that's also great. And if JMHRC says I'll hit it with the felony, that'll yeah, that'll be great, man. You know. So oh,
My
look at this
Max,
RC
I think
Dennis.
my Max um would kill it. My Traxxas
Yeah.
Max.
The only thing, man, is that you when you're about to hit it, you better be at full blast because I like I said, my Mojave was going almost full throttle. I'm not gonna say it was going full, but you should see the video. When I ran my Mojave, it it just went. Actually, the Mojave, even the front end, you know, the stickers even peeled. And that was at the time when I ran it. It was a brand new truck, and that was
Fill
the
the
first
remote
thing
with
I,
green slime. Green slime.
you know.
Take it back to
So
Nickelodeon days.
so, but anyway, anyhow, anywho. So yeah, sorry that I went on a little small rant here,
No, I like it
but
because I'm gonna be patiently waiting for a video of a remote being demolished in some form or fashion.
and I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want me to do that, I'll be more than happy to do it.
I
I
think it needs to happen.
and because when I did it with a Mojave, I was getting comments, you know, and back then when I guess the SCX2 was still on ready to run vehicles, I was getting the comments that say, you know what, this is not too bad remote, and I don't really want to upset that audience that say is an okay remote, but you know where I stand. Okay, I have no shame to say that I dislike it, and you know what, you're right. I think the time has come. I think the time is ready. Why? Because we hardly don't see those remotes anymore. And I will say this in advance. Okay, if I do make the video, right? If I do make this video, I highly apologize if I, in some sort of way, you know, disrespect, you know, your take on that remote. Okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, to their own beliefs, but yeah, personally, you know where I stand.
Good night, JM, John Martin. Have a good one. Thanks for joining.
John Martin,
And
have a good one, my friend. Have a good night. And
Kevin.
look at that. Yes, and I'm with you. I mean, I don't like trashing vehicles, RCs left and right, but that electronic, man, and I'm gonna call it an electronic. I'm not gonna call it a remote. I'm not. That electronic, it is not welcome here. It is not. You know, that's all I'll say.
You know, another thing you could do, and maybe the LMT might be good for this. I guess a couple of different vehicles could. You get some center blocks
Okay.
stacked up with the remote, like at the bottom next to it, and you use an RC just to pull the center blocks over on top of it. like
well,
to smash the remote.
they gotta be super heavy. Well, they are heavy. I gotta
Cinder
say.
blocks are pretty heavy, so
Yeah.
if it survives that, then it might deserve to not be demolished because I find out. And I mean, I'm saying cinder blocks like stacked up 3 or 4 high, so
When it
you know,
falls, it just comes with. Yeah.
it'd have a foot or so of drop onto it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Hey, that's also a great idea, man. But I'll tell you this, man. I'm very afraid that that remote might survive. I'll tell you that because it's like I said, man. My Mojave. Picture this, okay? Think about it, okay? If I would have ran your foot, okay, with my Mojave at 80% throttle, don't you think that would hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, right? Same thing here. If you would run over my foot with a Mojave at 80% throttle, hell yeah, that would hurt. And that remote just survived it like flying colors. It just literally it just laughed in my face and said, "Is that all you got?" You know? So, I mean, I'm considering your cinder block idea. I am, but and yes, the cinder blocks are super heavy. I'm just afraid it might survive, man. I don't know. So I'll try everything. I'm not gonna say that I'll try anything. Any idea that you have, cinder blocks. Even if you would want me to, I don't know, kick a field goal with it. Oh, all for it, man. I don't care. Yeah, a
How
field
far a
goal
field
or
goal can we kick with a RC remote?
yes, and I'm sure I'll even be in the Guinness World Records because hey, I don't think that's ever been done. So,
Javier, have a good night. Thank you for stopping in.
have a good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Have a good one.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I see where Kevin's going. That's a good idea, Kevin.
Do you have a drone? Just let it fall. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I think that would be total destruction right there. I don't, but you know what? At that
you know
idea, I'm
somebody
even
that does.
no. I can just purchase one. I can get one.
Well, there you
All
go.
right.
Got another reason to get another RC, huh?
Yeah, man. Just pretty much bombs away. Here it
Right?
goes. Here it
Yeah,
goes.
that'd be yeah, you get it up there, 100 or so feet and drop it onto, asphalt or concrete. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'd
that thing
take
is
care of
gone.
it.
Yeah, man. Those are good ideas, man. I gotta say. So
Say, I was gonna say, like, see if you could find a local RC person if you knew somebody that might have a drone that they could do that for you.
oh yeah, look, even Green Frog says to freeze it with liquid nitrogen before the destruction video. Yeah, I mean I know, kind of like the Terminator, right? He gets into that liquid nitrogen and the T-1000, and he just smashes into a bunch of pieces. The only thing is, I wouldn't know where to get liquid nitrogen. Where do you get that? And the other Kevin gets like spot on. Put it on the roof of your car and get on the highway. Yeah, I mean that's also a good idea, man. So I don't know, man. I'll come up with something. Uh, JMH was saying, maybe cinder blocks. I do have a couple of those here at the house. Um, or just mostly, I'll just get one of my heaviest trucks, man. And just break it. You know. So
Yep.
we'll see, man. And yeah, I mean, even if that's also an excuse, to buy a new RC, yeah, I'll probably get a drone, get it up there, and the only thing I would need to know how to disengage, just
Yeah,
how do I drop it, but
sure, I could figure
so
something out, but yeah, that would be something to work out.
yeah, but hey, that I'll definitely, think about it. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so I know we kind of skewed off a little bit. We kind of went on a rant, but again, this this live stream was just basically for you to get to know JMHRC a lot better. And again, the reason why JMHRC is being showcased tonight, interviewed, is because he has done an outstanding job, with this live stream. Okay, whenever I don't have the time to host, he's the one that steps up the plate and he just continues the show. Okay, and I think at this time right now, I think he well deserved a meet. I guess to for my audience to actually meet John Higgins, JMHRC. So hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. We're pretty much here at the 2 hour mark. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. And again, if you have any questions before we leave, if you want to ask JMHRC, feel free to do so. And I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. And again, man, Kevin Gibbs.
That was great.
Yeah, no, not tonight. I'll tell you that, not tonight. But there's one that might be. It might be.
And
And so
Dennis,
yeah,
yes, I will have some stickers with me at Stone Mountain.
awesome, man. Cool. And
And I think
also,
Green Frog's got a good idea. Put it in the freezer. Put the remote in the freezer for a night. Especially like if you wanted to do the tug of war thing, maybe put the remote in the freezer for a night, and then hook it up immediately to a rope into two big RCs and try to see if they could pull it apart. That might be worth it.
that shit, yeah, man. Oh yeah, definitely. These are all great ideas, man. I gotta say. So, yeah, block of ice, hell yeah, you know. So, but yeah, so again, if you have any questions for JMHRC, John Higgins, feel free to ask. But other than that, I guess we'll just go ahead and end the show here. JMH, you want to add something here before we take off?
Yeah, just thanks, Gabe, for allowing me the opportunity to host. I've enjoyed it.
You're
I've
welcome.
learned a lot in doing it. And I want to thank everybody on the live stream tonight. Y'all have been awesome. It has been a great, great stream. I've enjoyed just reading the comments. It's been great. So y'all are killing it tonight. Thank you.
Oh man, couldn't agree more, man. Couldn't agree more. So, and I myself, I highly appreciate you guys coming in tonight here at our live stream. I know initially I would come in at 9 o'clock, my time, Mountain time, and I think it was like, what was that your time? Like
I
12?
think you're 2 hours behind me. So 9 o'clock your time's 11 o'clock my time.
Yeah. So I just decided to go to 7 o'clock because John Higgins here, he's your Eastern time, right? So
Yes.
he's 2 hours away from me, and 9 o'clock his time is 7 o'clock my time. Okay, so it doesn't really it doesn't bother me or anything, and it's actually a good time. Um, and yeah, that's the only small change I guess that was done to the to this live stream. So again, if it's me that's hosting or JMHRC that's hosting, if I'm hosting, it's pretty much 7 o'clock my time, which is 9 o'clock Eastern. And again, JMHRC, he's 9 o'clock. So that's another thing to look out for. If I'm not able to host, even if I do host or not, just check my community tab. That is one thing that I'll just never ever stop doing. I will let you guys know, what's gonna happen on, on every Saturday, with the live stream, whether if it's gonna be John Higgins, sorry, hosting, or myself. Okay, so just keep that community tab, that notification, and mainly I post it on a Saturday. Okay, you'll see what's gonna happen that Saturday, whether if it's gonna be me or JMHRC, that's hosting. I'm sure even when John Higgins here gets that community tab, I'm sure he'll even do it on his stream.
Absolutely.
And of course, if if you're not subscribed to JMHRC, I would highly suggest you to go and check out his channel. And I know I also pinned his link, to his video and also to his channel, so you can go out and check out his channel, subscribe, and yeah, man, let's get him up there. Let's get him to 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 subscribers. So yeah. And also I just saw, let's see here, AC Froggies RC and more. Good evening, my friend.
Good evening,
We
sir.
are just about to end the show here, unfortunately, but glad you made it.
And Dennis said no after show tonight, man. Hey, we'll keep that. We'll set that fans only page up for you, Dennis.
Yeah, exactly. See, there you go.
Brent just joined. Adventure Time, welcome.
Hey, Brent. Good evening. Welcome, my friend. Long time no see, man. Long time no see. Yeah, man. So again, unfortunately, we're wrapping it up here, and so yeah, man. So I guess we'll see you next Saturday evening, Saturday night, and so yeah, just be on the lookout to see who does it next. Is it going to be me or JMHRC? Who knows that? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next time. Later. And end right there.